Welcome back to Warthog News, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. The new patch is out, many new vehicles, graphics are nice. All is well in the land of War Thunder, except for there was an announcement for a battle pass to be coming. Battle passes first took fame in Fortnite, so obviously people hated that because they hate everything that has to do with Fortnite. Generally, the idea of a battle pass I wouldn't be totally against, especially in a free-to-play game like War Thunder, for example. The idea what it is a pass, essentially premium, in which as you do things you get rewards. Now free players typically are able to get rewards too, but the paid ones get more rewards. You also have the ability to skip tasks or experience needed to get the other rewards in case you don't want to do it or fail to. What was nice with the Fortnite version is that it would actually give you enough premium currency to buy another battle pass next season, which is great for kids who didn't have a whole lot of money but were very dedicated to the game. They could still have the premium time or whatever. And further installations of battle passes like in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it did not seem like you could get enough premium currency to renew it. So with the War Thunder Battle Pass, it's the same thing, except for instead of just general experience, it seems you actually have to do individual tasks to big up task points or whatever they were called, some of which could actually be done just by simply logging in. You had to get 10 a day, and if you were to log in, you would get 1 or 2 or 3 or so, but if you had logged in many times, 60 or more, you'd get 5, which is half the required days task points. So someone like me who has logged in over 1,000 days in a row wouldn't be too hard to get all 10 every day, because you could get 2 from an easy task and 3 from a mediocre task. You could get 5 from a harder task, I guess. I don't know. I didn't look far into enough to find out what these tasks were. And there's a reason for that, because there's a focus on this video. That's primarily the cost. Before we get there, we should talk about the things that you get, was essentially mostly skins. But the reason why everyone cares about this, because no one really cares that much about skins, is that they actually were going to be giving away some vehicles. In fact, they're the vehicles that I was talking about in some of my bonus news bits that I assumed were going to be event vehicles. It turns out the Matilda Hedgehog, the T-10A, as well as the Super Corsair, and some boat no one cares about, are not for a upcoming event, but actually for the Battle Pass. The controversy comes in that not all of these vehicles, of course, are available to free-to-play players. In fact, only one was available for free-to-play players. That was the Super Corsair, with the rest being only for those who purchase the Battle Pass and are able to complete all of the tasks for the 75 days that it was going to span. Of course, only the T-10A would be the final prize. The other ones were for different days, so you didn't have to do all 75 days if you didn't want the T-10A, but if you paid for it, why would you not do it? But of course, putting vehicles behind the paywall made people care about the subject. So the initial reaction by various people was based off a data mine that did not have any prices in it. It was a pretty limited amount of information, yet people still went on to claim that Gaijin did something terrible and all this stuff, painting a negative picture. Gaijin, not too long after, had released an official devlog talking about the Battle Pass, and it cleared up a lot of the assumptions that people had spontaneously come to, painting in a much nicer light. However, there were still some people who were disgruntled with the fact that Gaijin had introduced the system and put vehicles along with it. Even read a comment of them criticizing Gaijin for putting vehicles behind a paywall. Like, dude, what do you think a premium is? I think the most apt criticism was that it's essentially paying to grind as opposed to just regular grinding. However, doing the challenges and increasing the levels of the Battle Pass was not only for those who paid for it. Free players would also receive some things, just a whole lot less, by doing the same challenges. You could, in fact, if you felt like it, do the challenges for the 75 days and then decide, oh, I want all this other stuff that you get if you purchase the Battle Pass. What I assume was a key point to making people more warm to the idea was the price. The flat cost of the Battle Pass itself was 2,000 Golden Eagles. A level skip was 75 Golden Eagles, and there being a max of 75 levels. So to get past all the levels, it'd only be 5,625 Golden Eagles, with a combined total of 7,625 Golden Eagles to just get everything in one day. Don't even have to grind anything, you're just purchasing it. So if you think about it more in the context of just buying premium vehicles and less in the context of Fortnite, PUBG, mobile, Battle Pass, epic gamer buzzwords, it's actually a pretty good deal. It's like a rank 5 premium tank, a rank 4 premium plane, some boat no one cares about, and a meme tank for less than 10,000 Golden Eagles. On the Gaijin store, you could get 6,000 Golden Eagles for $31.35. Or if you're skilled enough, you could just get some friends in KV1Bs and terrorize 4.0 till you do 6 Golden Eagle wagers. Now, once the devlog went up and Mike Goes Boom Discord post had gone around, people were pretty down with the idea, it seemed. Most YouTubers had made their piece on the subject and awaited it to be released in the upcoming patch. that we are now experiencing. I didn't watch any of the other YouTubers' thoughts or opinions on it, but judging off the titles and thumbnails, for the most part, people were okay with the idea. And I kind of was too, for the most part. So long as it was an addition to the usual things we see in the game, I had no big qualms. Another opportunity for Gaijin to make money, another opportunity for people to get weird, interesting vehicles, as well as some other cool things. I was also slightly concerned perhaps I've been compromised. Knowing Gaijin would give me enough golden eagles for me to purchase the whole shebang, was my view of the battle pass skewed in that manner. And perhaps that had made me subconsciously delay making a battle pass video, which perhaps was for the best. You see, despite what was said on the dev blog of the battle pass that it would be released along with the new patch, it never did come when the patch came out. It was stated that it would be released when it was ready. It had been delayed for unknown reasons, which at first wasn't too much. Plenty of other things in game had been delayed. I had a slight concern that possibly they had delayed it because of negative reception, even though further reception was pretty positive. But then the reason why it was delayed had stumbled upon me. I had received a comment of someone pointing out that the price had been removed from the dev blog. There could be a number of reasons for this, but the most reasonable, understandable, likely one is that they no longer agree with that price. However, as I was saying, the price is pretty reasonable. So obviously they're not going to lower it to any degree. They're most likely going to raise the price. There's a possibility that they won't raise the price and they just delete this because unknown reasons. But come on guys, I bet it's going to end up be costing around 10,000 gold eagles to get everything. Hopefully nothing more. Is this a big deal? Kind of. They had already advertised the product and now they're switching the price tag on us. And switching the price tag is quite obnoxious. Like, the only real detail I dislike about the Battle Pass is if it is to switch up the winter event, then you're denying 3 vehicles to free-to-play players who would normally be able to get all 4 vehicles if they had tried hard enough. Now it's a situation of it doesn't matter how hard you try, if you don't pay, you don't get 3 out of the 4 vehicles. And if they are going to be increasing the price, or possibly even making it so you can't purchase the Battle Pass with Golden Eagles, they're going to make it even harder for those who don't have a whole lot of money to throw at the game to get all those vehicles. And increasing the amount of advantage a paid player will have over a free-to-play player, as even if the vehicle isn't exactly that great, having more vehicles in, say, a 7-7 lineup does put you at an advantage, purely on an attrition level. But that's really all I have to say on the Battle Pass. I'm curious to hear what your input would be, especially now that there is strong evidence that the price is going to be changing. I hope the narrative tone of this video doesn't massively change halfway through recording, because I did take a pretty long break to mess around with Hesh shells, which seem to be buffed, sort of. Mostly buffed. In some ways they seem a bit nerfed, but you can actually kill a tank with the battle barn by shooting next to it. So that was kind of fun. I died a lot. I'm not very good at this game. Also want to point out my Discord moderator CT Center has made some YouTube videos showing off some of the Battle Pass vehicles. So if you are interested in the stats of those vehicles, there should be an icon in the corner of this video that leads you to those videos. Before I end this video, first I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube members and patrons who have helped me out through thick and thin. Primarily the instance in which YouTube seemed to have taken a large portion of my ad revenue because they just don't like me. Thanks to you guys, I was able to keep my feet on my shoes. And I want to give a quick shout out to 2 new ones, Walmart Low Prices and Sev J. Thank you very much, guys, for joining. Now, if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, you can them down below or on my Discord. If you've liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you wanted to see more, hit the subscribe button. Make War Thunder Looking news videos whenever I get around to it, and make other videos whenever I get around to that. I'm going to stream every Saturday, so be sure to hit the bell icon and be notified anytime I upload anything at all. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and good night. And in the terms of bonus news,
welcome to DS Play's amazing math reviews. Today, we're going to be solving this amazing problem here by, it's pretty simple. You gotta multiply both sides by the denominator of x divided by -2 equals 2. So, multiply both sides, and you get x equals -4. And that is your final answer.